We are live. We are live. We are live. How's everybody doing?
Doing good.
Awesome. Awesome. Anybody fish today?
I looked at the water.
Huh?
I said I looked at the water. I
Oh,
didn't
you
drop
looked
no
at the
line. Yeah, that's the closest I got to fishing.
Yeah, it's been a minute for me. I got a trip tomorrow, and then Somerville Saturday, and then another trip Sunday. So I'm gonna be busy.
Yeah.
But I heard the bites not all that great right now for some reason.
No, I don't know what it is, dude. Ever since we got that rain, it's been tough. Benny Belissa says Thursday chat.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I better not do that. I may not be able to show these comments. Joey, I gotta get you set up, man, so that you can
Yeah, I
do the
can. Yeah, just whatever we got to do.
yeah.
Looks like you're out west a little bit today, huh?
Yeah, old Somerville. Did a trip this morning, man. It's tough up here too.
Is it?
Lake's about 3 foot high, and they're dumping a lot of water out right now.
Mm.
So
That's
my
a change.
experience. Go ahead, JJ.
I was gonna say that's a change of pace for that lake because usually
Exactly. It's
it's
been
a
low for a
low.
long time.
Yeah,
Is it back up to full pull now?
Oh, it's about 2.5, 3 foot high.
Oh, so it really swung. You know that probably has a lot to do with it too. The water levels fluctuating so
Yep.
fast and hard. You
Yep.
know, you got water getting let out. Water, you got current. You know, it shifted the water temp. So
Yep.
all the things.
That's right. Black Smoke says, can y'all see the chats on the side over
Yeah,
there?
Black Smoke said dumping water slows the fish down. They don't
Yep.
like it. That's for sure.
They do not like change. That's one thing the crappie don't like. But
I almost asked my clients if they wanted to go to Somerville because I was thinking, I could just do a trip over there with them, get me a cabin,
yep.
and be right there ready for Saturday morning.
Yep. Yeah, I'm the only one over. And these, the little cabins. I got one of those. I'm the only one here as of right now. But yeah, that's what I did. I talked to my client. We were supposed to went to Conroe, but man, way Conroe been fishing. I was like, yeah, I gotta go do some recon on that lake, figure out what's gonna happen with them fish, because my trip today Thursday, my trip yesterday, it was Wednesday. Yeah, my trip Wednesday, man, it was horrible. But I will say this: I had some tough clients. One of the clients was really tough. He brought his own rod. He had an 8-ounce jig on there. He told me he was gonna make it work, and then he just sort of shut down when it didn't work. And then want to tell me that he's never been on a guide trip with a guide for crappie that never had minnows. I was like, dude, I've been guiding for 5 years and have never had minnows on. Well, I had one trip with some kids, and their dad bought some minnows, and the jig still outfished the minnows. JJ ain't beating on you. You neither, Clint, but that's for me. I
I'm gonna
can't
beat on
make them
that.
daggone
That's what
things
I'm here
work.
for.
Oh no, 100%. I can
Yeah.
tell you right now when the water temp starts getting high, and summertime is minnow time. Don't get
Yeah,
jigs work too, but
yeah, them jokers finicky.
yeah, yeah.
Seem
Yeah,
like they want a little scent to me, what I
yeah,
noticed.
yeah. I've been having to use crappie noodles without a doubt.
Oh, I'm gonna have minnows in the boat tomorrow for my clients.
Yeah, I you know, my buddy, old Big Les, gave me one of those Ingle coolers, the minnow cooler, and it to this day it still hadn't had a minnow in it. But
Mm.
I looked at it, I almost brought it up here. And I was like, man, I don't think I'm gonna need no minnows. Not for some. I'll tell you what, JJ, if you do bring them up here, or if you would have, you won't have a problem with them catching fish.
Yeah,
But you're gonna use your rule on every one of them.
yeah.
I mean, this lake is plumb stacked with those 9 to 10.5 inch fish.
Mm.
I mean, we worked really hard today to put a decent sack. We still had to keep some 10.5s, but we got some fish, 11, 12, 13 inch fish, but not many 13s. But the guy learned a lot. It was a training trip. He got a boat and got live scope and all that, and it was more about why is Terry in the comments?
That's what I'm curious about.
What's going on, Mike? Mike, you been on the lake? Tell me you done figured them out.
I thought I saw him post a report.
Yeah, he posted. I know you probably out there again today. Yeah.
Are you sticking to the same colors that it's been they've been on, or you having
Yeah.
to change it up?
Yeah. We used blue and white for a little bit today. We used pearl.
Okay.
This morning pearl did. I shouldn't be saying it, but we got that tournament saying, but that's 2 days away. Pearl did really good this morning. And then the blue and white took over, and then the green took over. Lost JJ. What's been going on, Clint? You been fishing?
Man, I fished last weekend. I fished full day Friday, and then pretty much full day Saturday also.
Okay.
Yeah. And then Sunday, I just hung out with the pops, man. The forecast was a bunch of rain and all that, so we just hung out watching the baseball or whatever. And then since then,
Yeah.
I think I'm about 65 hours into this week. So I got another, 45 to go before I finish the week. It's working.
Yeah. Yeah, Mike,
yeah.
that's what I've been seeing. My comment to Mike, you were saying that it was good early. That's pretty much, well, some days it's been good early. And then once the sun get up, they've been shutting it. Lake Houston is like that right now, too. You get there early, you can nail them. But once that sun get up, they just shut down.
That moon was pretty high in the sky before dark tonight. And it's about 3/4 full, I think.
Yes, and it's bright. I was looking at it a while ago. It's up there in the sky right now.
Yeah.
That's always a killer.
Yeah.
Got
more
me
times than not. I won't say all the time, but more times than not.
I got me some new ammunition for Saturday.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. What you got? You just said you got to spill the beans now.
I'm going to show y'all here in a minute once I decide to walk in the house.
Dang. Was that somebody shooting? Oh, no. I think that was a little golf cart deal. Backfired or something.
Yeah, I went over to my buddy, Mr. Toolman Tony. He had a bunch of hand ties he tied up.
Yeah, I had a buggy passing by, JJ. I couldn't even hear you.
Oh, really? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I don't know if I could flip this camera around or not. Maybe.
You did it the other day. What did you do to make it happen the other day? Mark, what's going on, Kimfolk? Say, caught me a catfish dinner today. Lake Somerville, gates open, water is up. Where did you fish at? I was on the lake all day today. I started to text you. Oh, I can't see it.
We'll go this way. Does that get bigger?
Nah.
Got a glare on it pretty good.
All right. Well, old Two-Man Tony put me together a package.
Oh, okay.
I tie my own. Y'all know that. I've done that for years, but I try to help him out as well.
Yeah. Those look good.
Yeah, and he got some new stuff.
Cool.
Tinkering around with some new stuff.
Was that gold?
Gold.
Yeah.
These ones here I really like. I think they're going to be good on Somerville. Got like a blue.
Great?
It's actually a like a baby blue with some little different color in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know y'all be liking them black jigs nowadays on
Yeah.
Conroe.
Got the right color flash in it too.
Black and
This,
short, a must
that's a
have.
classic. You always got to keep those on the boat.
Blue short.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites. And this right here is my all time. I gotta have these.
Was it
That
white and green?
white and sharp, yeah. Man, that's been
Cool.
a great jig for me over the years.
Purple and short.
That's my favorite color right there.
Is that black and short?
Purple and
The old
sharp.
black crappie on Conroe like this right here too. They always have that black and pink. And then we got
That's a pretty color right there.
yeah,
Was that green?
yep, green with just a silver head.
Okay.
So yeah, got a little bit of different stuff to try out.
Yeah.
You know, got to keep them options open.
Yep.
I know my trip Saturday, I explored a lot of them options. But I'm here to tell you, when you get on a pressured lake, I ain't gonna say the lake name because I won't put it out there. It's already pressured too much. But I got on a pressured lake, unbelievable how them fish would react. I'm telling you, man, you'd hit them you'd have to hit them with a bait to get them off the tree because they wasn't doing nothing on the tree. Get them finally knocked off the tree and get them running, and then you could drop on them, that nose up to it, turn away. And man, I bet I've done that 30 different times, 30 different baits, 30 different scents. Still, I mean, I ended up catching a few. I got something cooking here. Of course, next fish would tell me I'm a liar, but
Yeah.
Wow.
that pressured a lake that pressured like that, there's a trick to it. I ain't figured it out yet. There's something to it though.
Yeah.
And it don't
You
take you but about 5 fish to realize that lake is overpressured.
huh? Yeah. You know, it's, dude. I don't know. I'm trying to think of a year. You know, usually the summer bite is just fire, but look, I don't know.
Well,
Terry, you fished today, right?
hmm It's the same as it was on Sunday morning when we went. And
Yeah. Hey, y'all hold it down. I'm gonna have to go inside. I can barely hear.
Go
Let
ahead.
me see how I do this. Right there.
but yeah, I fished today and Monday and Sunday. I've been fishing quite a bit, but those crappie on Conroe are, man, they are something else. This past week they've been kind of lockjaw. I mean, the piles are loaded, but to give them the bite is crazy.
Hmm.
One thing I did learn though is the inconsistency of how they rolling in packs now. Like, usually when you get on a pile and you catch 2 or 3 little ones, you know that pile is full of little ones.
Yeah.
Nope.
All
I
mixed
caught 2 or 3 little ones and then caught a 13-incher.
Okay.
And then caught 2 more little ones and caught a 13-incher. Like they're not rolling in size
Yeah.
packs right now. They just all on the same structure, but I mean, to get them to bite is crazy.
Hmm.
I had to go real small, all black micro hair jig to even get them to chase. Had to tip it with a crappie bite to get them to bite it. I mean, so much it just aggravated me. I just went and started fishing bluegill.
You know them are going to bite.
Yep.
Are they? Do they seem like they've slowed down, or they're
Oh no, bluegill on fire.
Okay.
It was almost every cast today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dang.
Clint said he's never going back to that lake anymore, so we ain't got to worry about him clearing them out.
Only time I go when the tournament's over there, I'm gonna go the day before. and I'm gonna go to the tournament. I'm gonna donate. That's it. I'm
I'm
done.
gonna donate.
Yeah, I'll come donate. I'm a team player.
uh,
I was muted. Sorry, guys.
oh, you're good.
I'm gonna talk to SK, but I think I'm going to maybe try and get some like these plaques for our trail. You know what I mean? Yeah, they're not that expensive, and give somebody something to hang on the wall, and might get a couple extra people to show up. When they
Yeah.
see plaque or something.
Everybody likes a
Mhm.
trophy.
I'll pay 10 on. I'll pay 10 on for sure.
Yeah,
Mike,
I know. I
Mike
mean,
commented,
I got plaques in here from 2022 and 23, 24. You know what I mean? It's just you forget about those tournaments that you've gone and placed and did good in, and when you look at the wall and you
Mhm.
see them on there. So
yeah.
Yeah. We probably need to create a season
right.
or a year, something like that.
Yeah.
Mike Bolin said, "Do y'all think it's all the rain lately that's got something to do with the fish being turned off or acting funny?" And it seems to be that is the most likely suggestion, in my opinion. There's all the water change, all the condition changes.
Yeah. I think the water level's up. I mean, I might not know much, but I think it's up. I mean, the
Well,
way
just
I know it's up is when I fish, I love me a bridge or two, but I rode under the bridge today and I would not stop. It's so like I'm so close to the bridge now. I couldn't fish under it. It's
well,
just
if that water's down, you're gonna see where the water normally sets at that bridge at full pool.
Yeah.
That's a good telltale right there. If you're not seeing that water line still on them bridges or on the docks and all that,
Mhm.
that's how I usually look at it, and I can tell if that's put down or. So if you're not seeing that, then yeah, the lake's probably up. I
mhm.
haven't been on the lake and it's been a few weeks.
I'm in the same boat. No pun intended.
Yeah, no doubt. But
Yeah, I'll be having to have a mental health day. I guess you got 3 coming soon, huh, JJ?
what's that?
You got 3 mental health days coming. I'd have to have one. Ain't no way I go 2 weeks without it.
Yeah, no. I mean, tomorrow is not about me. You know what I mean? But I'll be out there. At least I'll be in the boat and not on a job site. And then Saturday's about me. So, and then Sunday, back to the grind again. Hopefully the fish turn on and tomorrow's a good trip. I'd really like to take them other than Conroe from what everybody's saying, but I mean, it is what it is. I got a guy flying in from New York. He flew in from New York. Another guy flying from Florida. So they want to go out here on Conroe. So I'll do my best. That's all you can do. I
I
know
think
it's
you'll be
tough.
all right.
I'll let them know it's tough. But
I
we
think you'll
gonna
be all
we
right.
gonna we gonna put that work in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I was thinking, and I'm just being stubborn. If I'm going out by myself, I'm not taking no minnows. But
Mhm.
I do think they'll bite minnows. If you got them. I mean, they chasing the bait.
Yeah.
And it's hard for a crappie to turn down a minnow. So the fish are there. Localized to that structure. So
Well,
you got minnows.
Ray used minnows. I think he got 5 or 6 fish yesterday and 5 or 6 fish today on guide trips.
Hmm. Well, I stand corrected.
Well, I guess
So
we'll see what I can pull out of that doggone lake tomorrow. Put my clients on anyway.
you taking minnows tomorrow, JJ?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, definitely let us know, man. Because I'm gonna tell you, if that's what it takes, that guy really, a lot of my trips, a lot of my guide trips, people want to use jigs because they don't know how to make them work, and they want to figure out
Oh
how to
yeah,
make it work.
for sure.
And But the way that guy, I mean, he was upset. My client yesterday, I was upset. Man, I can't show it, but
Right.
him throwing that 8th ounce jig didn't help the cause at all. And when he told me he had never been, and he said he'd been on plenty of guide trips. He's never been on a guide trip where the guide didn't bring minnows.
Hmm.
And I was like, I've never had minnows on my boat on a guide
Right.
trip.
I'll tell you, I mean, there's times even with minnows, they're not biting that well, so I might tinker around and try different jigs too, because you just never know, you know.
Yeah.
And if that's what it takes we put the minnows back, and because they're hitting a jig, you know, that's what they're gonna have on their line. So
Yeah.
I hardly ever. That's probably to a fault. I'm never satisfied with the bait. Like whatever jig it is, man, I'm gonna change it. If they start hitting it pretty decent, you know, well, maybe it's just the body. They like that body. I'm gonna try a different color in that body. Hit it a little harder, you know, or a little more aggressive, you know. I guess occasionally they're just firing out there hitting it, but it's pretty rare for me. I'm changing most of the time. I'm changing 8 or 10 times a day, maybe to a fault even, but.
You know what? But at the same token, how many times have we come to the weigh-in and we all loaded? You know, we're all weighing in a comparable sack of fish, and a single one of us used the same color.
Right.
You know what I mean? There's.
yeah.
It seems to suggest that there's not a single color kind of day. They're you know.
I'm thinking profile matters more. I think profile is the most.
Presentation, I think, for me is number one.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you present it to them right, even a stubborn crappie gonna hit it. I feel.
We got to go on a trip. I got a place I got to take you. I want to see you catch one of them.
Let's go.
All right.
I'm down.
4 or 5 hours. I spent 4 or 5 hours chasing a stubborn one.
I'm down. That's my kind of game right there.
But they are good fish, though. They're good fish. I caught a 160 and a 140, and pretty nice fish.
Yeah.
And 9, 10-inch fish. But if they'd have had some gut to them, that'd have been real nice fish.
Did you go north or south from your house?
West.
West.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to give me some earphones. Cause I can bear it. It's nothing that y'all got going on. It's just that my microphone on this phone is not, for some reason, it's not loud with the StreamYard.
Yeah, we can hear you just plain as day too.
You say you can?
Yeah, we can hear you really good.
Huh. Yeah, I'm not for sure why.
When you hit your volume up.
Yeah, it's maxed out. I already maxed it out.
Hey, do you have your speakers with you? Do you have your Bluetooth speakers with you?
Yeah. I might be able to do that.
Won't you Bluetooth it to your Bluetooth speakers?
Then y'all probably gonna hear echo. Let me go and grab it real quick. I'll try that.
Let this young fella help y'all old guys out.
I can't see the comments. I don't even know if there's people commenting. I tried messing with that.
I've been going through. Patrick Keys chimed in just a hello, but the last question I saw was Mike was asking if we thought all the rain is contributing to the slow bite.
Well, for sure, you know, I mean, you got a bright moon.
Yep.
You know, that's a factor. The time that it's coming up. I don't know how many has done evening trips, but it's a good possibility they're probably turning on right before dark.
Okay.
You know, with these moons the way they are, you know, they'll feed all night, take themselves a break later in the day. You know, they might bite early first thing for a little bit, shut down, and then pick back up right before dark again. You know, it's like a cycle, and
Yeah.
and honestly, fresh water.
Mm-hmm.
You know how crappie are when the weather's not stable.
Correct.
Same situation, right?
Mhm.
They're real finicky, and but once everything stabilizes back out, it's probably going to do the same thing once that water level, once they stop draining it, because if they're letting water out, that's that's disrupting their normal
Yeah.
habitat as well, right?
Current. They do
That
not
lake's
like that.
always. I know at Somerville's always fished harder when they're letting water out.
Yeah.
Always.
So I mean, there's factors. There's always factors.
There
Yeah.
you go. Y'all going to Somerville this weekend?
I'm flying solo. Me and the boy is just hanging out for the next 5 days. My wife and daughter are heading out of town. So
That's a very good question. I completely forgot about that. I may. Actually may.
Heck yeah.
I'm kind of
You're,
gearing myself up for limestone. That's what I'm ready for.
Clint, you're not coming, are you?
No, I got to work this weekend, man. Like I said, I done put in 60 hours this week. I got another 40 before Sunday.
Mm.
making all the money.
Gee,
Hmm.
Uncle Sam is. Y'all know how it goes. He gets all of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that limestone tournament myself.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get in a trip probably next week sometime out there, and then of course I'm gonna do probably the Thursday and Friday or just the Friday before.
Yeah, I ain't gonna be able to take no time off for it. I might try and I don't even know if there's gonna be a cabin up there available, but I'll probably come up after work on a Friday and probably won't even pre-fish.
I need
Just
to
go out
go
there
sometime.
and
I need
do
to go
whatever.
phone to just put a couple days in up there and fill my freezer up again.
Yeah, I'm gonna be back and forth. I'm not gonna be able to stay overnight, but I'm gonna be back and forth for sure.
What I
It's not working.
I got it hooked up, but I can't. StreamYard don't give me the option to use the speakerphone.
Mm.
I'm gonna go down to Lake Houston and start fishing that more. Be ready for that tournament when it comes back around down there.
Ain't no fish in Lake Houston.
Oh, I know better than that.
There's a bunch of short ones, but they're educated.
TMT,
Yeah.
PK, what's going on, my man?
There's
Mike said, "Do y'all think? Have y'all commented to that? Do
yeah,
y'all
we've
think
we've been
all the
running through the
rain
comment.
lately has something to do with it?"
Yeah.
Oh, I can't hear none of y'all now.
Mm.
How about now?
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Loud and clear.
Yeah, we hear you.
Oh,
We got
can you hear me, Clint?
Loud and clear. Loud and clear.
we got technical difficulties. Yeah, James Dickey said moon phase plays a major role. That's absolutely true.
Can you hear me, Joey?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't hear nobody. I don't know what I did now.
Yeah, Clint. I don't know if you've ever noticed it, but and I guess if you
Got it on
guys
speakerphone.
listening, but some of the best mornings I've ever had with like just fish just fired up to bite, or when the moon stays out late in the day. You know what I mean? When it lingers, the moon doesn't set until like 10, 11 o'clock in the morning.
Well, yeah, C219 said that he can hear me too, but I can't hear none of y'all. Can you hear me, JJ? Yeah, I can't hear nobody.
How about? Can you
I
hear
don't know
me
what
now?
I did. I did something.
That's what
Let's
I
see
had
if
to
I
do
can get in
earlier.
here and
Now's
check it
your
out.
chance. Now's your chance, guys. Get all your jabs in while
I
he can't
know,
hear
just
you.
all that trash that you can.
Yeah, that stinks. Because when I first came on, I
What's
couldn't hear.
crazy? I got a mic volume adjustment, but I don't have a speakerphone adjustment in StreamYard
Hmm.
I
in the
bet if he
setting.
tried to log out and log back in, it would just kill the whole feed because
Yeah.
he's in control of it.
Mine did the same thing, JJ. When I first tried to get on, couldn't hear nothing.
Yeah, well, it was my phone because there's like a media bar. Like when I hit the volume, there's like the 3 dots above it, and then I hit that 3 dots, and then I get lines that go all the way across for media and video, all different things. And my one was down, so I put it up, and then it was plain as day.
Yeah, that's exactly what I did too.
I
That was
guess he stayed on.
It might be what SK needs to do,
Yeah,
but
he just logged out. He's probably gonna log back in here in a second.
that's
That might
that's
fix it.
exactly what mine was. I think it was notifications or whatever that was turned down. I don't remember what
Yeah.
it was. Or AI or something that was turned down.
yeah.
Well, I would say if he could hear us right now, he'd say something. Well, that ain't worth a darn.
No. Bummer.
So Clint went. Did you go to a lake you fished before, Clint?
Nope. Neither
Oh.
one of them. I fished 2 different lakes last weekend. Never fished either one of them.
Joey trying to figure it out.
Oh, I'll figure it out. I know how to run my finger west from where he lives to find the blue dot.
Yeah.
I can look at a map.
Yeah.
If he went home that night, I can dang sure figure out where he was at.
I went home.
He's still trying to find that 3-pound white crappie.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. I sure am.
That makes 2 of us. And I know
And 3 of us.
I know I've had one tailing a jig on my live scope before, a couple of them, and wouldn't touch it. And that's devastating when you see one, when it turns away, you see the whole arc of its body just plain as day because it's so big in your screen.
My biggest white crappie, I chased for about 45 minutes. It came up on my jig 5 times.
Wow.
And finally, and I chased it a long ways across the lake. And finally, before I caught it, I was about probably 6 inches under the surface, just holding it there. And that fish was sitting there and still sitting there. I couldn't pull it up no more,
Yeah.
Finally, it just went. Barely sucked it in, and I hooked it.
Wow.
But
what was it? How much did it weigh?
It was 284. It wasn't 3, but I'll tell you what, it fought like a bass.
Yeah, that was a smart 284.
Yeah.
JJ, that's almost exactly how I caught my biggest fish. Almost the same exact way.
Yeah, I knew how big it was, so I knew I was gonna stick with that fish until either I was gonna lose it by it going to the bottom or whatever, or I was gonna eventually hopefully catch it, and I did.
What time of year was it?
It was springtime.
I can't hear nothing now.
So was it like full of eggs springtime or?
It was probably a little after. So
okay.
She was full though. She was big.
Okay. So you don't think she broke 3 at one point, full of eggs, and then pushed out and lost too much weight?
I don't think so. I think she was right there, probably at her biggest.
Give her a year and she'd have been a 3+.
Oh yeah. Man, they're just, when you get something like that so close to a 3, I know.
Oh yeah, that's what keeps you going.
They're big. Yeah. Can you hear us, SK?
I can now.
You can
hear.
It's still really low.
But you can hear.
What happened to Terry?
He jumped out. He couldn't hear again. He couldn't hear anymore.
Oh, he couldn't?
Yeah.
We have technical difficulties tonight, folks. Sorry about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've chased some big fish. I don't know if they bust 3 pounds. I would like to think they did, but I've chased some big fish, man. That bottom feed when they hit that bottom, they're intelligent. They just stay down there and stay down there. Them eating fish, they'll hit the bottom, stay there, 30 seconds, a
Then they
minute, and
coming
then they'll
back
come
up.
back up.
Yeah.
Them big fish, man. Or if they hit the bottom, they just scoot across the bottom far enough. I lost them.
Yeah. They're big like that for a reason.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine was a 299, and he hit just like
Man, call that
JJ
a
said.
3. Your bubble
Nope,
scale was
I'm
all
calling it a 299.
No, sir. That was a 301.
17 and a half inch crappie.
That was a 3.
Yeah, no, that's a big one.
Hit at the top, just like JJ said. Yep.
Yeah.
I chased him for about 5 minutes
Was that in Georgia or was that here?
in Georgia. The very next Saturday after crappie fish.
Well, that don't count. That don't count on this show.
Oh yeah. Y'all don't discount them out of state fish. I might have some later.
You know, it's funny because I noticed something when JJ was showing his jigs off. Terry lives in Texas, won't drop the GA off his name, and he uses LSU colored crappie jigs. I think he's confused, man. I don't know if he knows where he wants to. He can't figure out where he's supposed to land.
I'm in love with the southern border, baby.
Yeah, apparently.
Well, what weight y'all think gonna take on Somerville this weekend?
Well,
7 pounds,
I ain't been there so long, I couldn't tell you.
maybe 6.5.
They're that small, huh?
Big fish, 130.
Sound kind of like the last one we had over there.
Yep. I don't think they will have that water ran out before Saturday. This
Well, I
lake
did-
is high, man. When I drove up, I was like, man, they didn't show that because I looked. It may not have been up. I didn't look at the date, but I always check the lake level up here because it's so far away.
Mm-hmm.
And it was saying that it was pooled. And the last time I was here, it was pooled. I drove up. I was like, man, that water is high. You know what the concrete is when you on the walkway to go to the dock? It's up to that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you almost got to walk in water.
Man, I ain't seen that in a minute over there.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like it's. I don't care what pot. Well, I'm not gonna hold back, but man, it at about 14 to 22 foot of water. Every single pile is covered with fish.
Yeah.
But you're gonna have to weed through them.
Yeah.
And I hadn't figured out. I didn't try big jigs. I done did everything I thought I could do to prevent them little ones from hitting it, and they choke it every time.
So you saying it's Clint Schmidt Disney World out there right
Oh,
now?
he gonna have a blast. he gonna have a blast.
Well, I'm talking about.
A few weeks ago when I was up here when we did that double limit, I bet my clients caught 200 fish to get that double, and today we was pushing 100 for 29 fish.
Hey.
I mean, it's just about every drop you can catch a fish.
I got a question about Conroe. Have you guys are the bluegills still bad on the timber and the brush piles?
Yep.
Yeah, holding right above the crappie and all that.
Right above them. Mm-hmm. I think that
they can go away.
Yeah, I think that they can disturb what you're trying to do with the crappie too. They'll follow your bait down and scare the crappie. And keep the crappie from hitting the bait. Because they'll swim down with your bait, then they just messed up your whole presentation. So they real bad on the top of them brush piles.
And then and just like if you get your jig through them and get down there and get a crappie to engage, if he don't hit it before that jig make it back up to the bluegill, he won't come through them.
That's where I'm thinking minnows, right depth, might help.
You don't have any problems with them bluegill killing you or chomping on your minnow?
They do, they will, but if you can get it down past them quick enough, you know what I mean. The crappie usually don't put up with it. They'll eat it.
Yeah.
What if you drive it into them? Does that mess them up? You know what I'm talking about? Drop your bait past the perch and drive it into them. Drive it through the perch.
Oh,
Up to the fish.
that's typically what I will do.
Oh, okay.
'Cause I know them gills are up top, and I don't want them messing with me. So I'm usually so depends on how it goes tomorrow. I might have these guys using slip corks, minnows on
Mhm.
some big piles that usually hold a bunch of fish. If that doesn't work, we're gonna do one at a time. You know, live scoping and all that. It all depends on what I see out there, and if the crappie aren't playing,
Bluegill
they
time
gonna
it
get
is.
them. They gonna get themselves a mess of bluegill because they gonna
Yeah.
have a
Mhm.
good time on the lake no matter what.
Yeah.
Hey, you good too. Hey, I'll tell you this. I'm seeing the bigger bluegill definitely holding on the piles now, and I can't say that they're not spawning on some of them piles.
Oh yeah,
Just like the crappie, they'll spawn on some of that structure too. I can't. I don't see that, but just me thinking.
I
Mhm.
believe so. Yeah.
You can probably see in my post today. I fished the rocks, and it was some big bluegill on them rocks today. Um, but when I'm fishing them piles, JJ, I'm to get the crappie out of them. I'm fishing on the outside of the pile. I'm going to the bottom, or either on the back side or the front side of the pile. I'm
Sure.
not fishing over the top of it.
Yeah. No, I get that.
And I'm driving my bait from a distance, and I'm just driving it to the bottom of the pile, either on the front side or the back side.
I noticed that last time I had a trip out there, the most of the bigger white crappie that they caught were really close to the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. And casting could help too. I've been catching most of them with that bait moving across the bottom of the pile. I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, it's been so inconsistent. Um, but you manage to pull a few out every now and again.
Yeah, for sure.
I agree with Mike on that comment. Uh, that's how I've been getting my crappie fishing the smaller stuff because every big pile is, I mean, it's just covered either small crappie and bluegill. But if you get on a small piece of structure, you find a small structure with fish on it is usually going to be
Size fish.
decent crappie. That's how I've been putting my sacks together.
There's lots of them out there. Conroe's loaded with that kind of stuff.
Yep.
One thing about that lake, you can find them all over it.
Yep. You just got to put the time in.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all give me a minute. I got a bottle of water. Oh, I see it now.
Think about buying me a pontoon boat.
That'll be perfect for Conroe.
To as a fishing rig or to
No, just to set up for a guide boat. I mean, only reason being, I get a lot of calls where people, want to take more than just a little fit on my bass boat.
yeah.
And I don't know. Thought about buying one, getting it all set up, even maybe having Tony do some trips. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
He's retired. He knows how to catch some fish. He's fished with me plenty. Plus, he's fished this lake for years.
JJ,
So
you say you're going to get a second boat?
yeah, just one to set up. You know, take a few more people out on it, get it rigged up pretty nice. I'm thinking about it.
You don't need nothing huge. 20,
No, I don't want a
20
big one. I want
yeah,
one that
22-footer with a double seat on the front is just about perfect.
yeah.
You got a lot of room to walk around on. You probably put what, like a 90 horse on a 22. That'll
Yeah,
still scoot pretty decent.
I've been pondering it. I just don't know.
I love my pontoon. It's not rigged to fish. It's not a fishing boat, but it's. I tell you what, there's nothing smoother out there.
Yeah.
Just twice the boat to clean up, and it catches a lot of wind.
Oh, it is a sail. You
Uh-huh.
get into wind, you and putting one on a trailer as a whole. You don't if you don't have the bunk guides on them, they're a different animal putting on a trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah, pontoons, man. As far as comfort, they're really comfortable, man. But you know, if you get in a situation to where man, I don't know how Ray do it. I mean, I see him all the time out there, and I know he's spot locked, but you
Yeah,
know,
he casts to the piles mostly.
yeah, I think he do more pitching. He used
Yeah.
long rods quite a bit. I think he do more pitching than anything. But
Mm-hmm.
I just don't, pontoon is that joker. It may be comfortable while you're sitting on it, but to get up there and get on the pile and hold it on the pile is gonna be pretty tough.
Right. Old school. Drop some buoys, kick back,
Yep,
throw some slip corks out there. All right, we're fishing, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
yep.
You want the live scope tour and the tournament kind of style? We'll take the bass boat.
Yeah, it's perfect for times in the summertime. You know, when they piled up on one spot, you can just
Right.
fish a pile here, move to the
Sit
next, and
under,
spot locks, fish it
yeah,
again. Yeah,
sit under
but
that bimini top and beat the heat.
yeah,
That's
wintertime
all.
though, nah.
No.
Mm-mm.
Hey JJ, I will tell you this. Those old Conroe. I even seen it on some on here on Somerville this morning. You're gonna see that those fish look like they're moving in slow motion. I mean, they even when they turn and look at the jig, I mean, they're just barely turning. And if they do follow it, I mean, just barely. I don't know what the deal is with them.
Hmm.
Another thing too, they, here even on Somerville, I talked to a guy that was buying minnows. I hung around the marina for a while this afternoon, and this guy and his wife. I talked to a guy yesterday on Conroe too that was going out, and I see them setting lights up and all that on the pontoon. They said it was going to do some night fishing, and they say they've been doing pretty good. And that that's my true belief is these fish got to eat,
Oh yeah.
and and with them being so sluggish, I'm willing to
Yeah.
bet they feeding real heavy at night.
Oh yeah. And that's kind of what I was talking about earlier when you couldn't hear SK with Mike's
Mm-hmm.
comment. If he thought all the rain and all that, the high water made a big difference. And I said that the combination of the bright moon all night. I said those fish are feeding at night. I said you're probably gonna get a better bite early, first thing in the morning. It's gonna shut down, and then right before dark, it's probably gonna pick back up. I asked these guys if they'd been out right before dark, because that's my theory on it. When you get them bright nights, they're definitely feeding up at night. They're
Mm-hmm.
moving in
Yeah,
shallow,
but
getting on that shad, and
yeah, I'd agree with that if with the moon, and I know that they're out a lot when that moon's bright. But all last week we had the same problem, and it was a new moon last week.
yeah,
So
it probably has to do with the high water.
yeah, I think it's just a bunch of different changes.
Yep.
Uh, the water temp done jumped it didn't jump way up there pretty quick.
Yeah.
We got these water level fluctuations, all of this new water.
Yeah, they kind of get in a
Yeah.
lethargic state
Yep.
probably because got all that fresh water rolling in. It's a different temperature. It just temperatures changing, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
They like stability.
Yeah.
Yep.
What's the barometric pressure doing right now?
I hadn't
I
even
hadn't
looked.
checked it. Yeah, I hadn't checked it.
I know last week it was fairly stable, 29.9 or something, 29.8.
Well, usually under 30 is a good thing.
It was last week. That's one of the things that I was paying attention. I said, man, something got to be wrong. But the barometric pressure was stable, so I don't know.
Oh, maybe the earthquakes they got shook them all up.
That's
Who
crazy.
knows?
The earthquakes everywhere right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
That's all
reading. I was reading Shad Slinger's report from Livingston, and he's even seeing this in with the white bass and the hybrid on Livingston,
Slowing down.
big time.
strange summer. Strange summer.
You got that right. Yeah, barometric right now is 29.95.
Yeah,
So
yeah. We hadn't had any fronts. I mean, we hadn't had no fronts. It's just
torrential.
unstable weather.
Yeah.
I know one thing. It felt good out there this morning now. To about
You know, I was thinking it
10:30.
was just here in Somerville, man. It got hot for when the sun popped out up here today, but man, this morning it felt really good.
Felt
The
good.
humidity was really low, and that's why I wanted to stay outside. But man, the crickets were so loud out there, and then I don't know if it was mosquitoes, some sort of biting. I was like, yeah, I gotta go inside. But it felt good outside right now too.
Yeah, I'm sitting in my garage with a fan going, and it's pretty comfortable.
Yeah. Yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna tip. Well, I'll tell you what. Today, man, the wind. I was listening to Terry talking about Conroe saying that the wind wasn't bad. Man, the wind got horrible up here. It had the Lake Whitecap. There was a lot of areas that I usually fish
Mm.
that we couldn't even fish. I'm talking about Whitecap.
What how does Somerville sit? Does it sit east and west or north and south?
Now, northeast, southwest, if I'm saying
Northeast,
that
south,
right. It's sort of
northeast.
the dam is on the southeast. It's southeast.
Okay. Okay. I know we had a straight up south wind.
Yeah, it
We
was
had a
south
south
here.
wind today. Yeah.
Yeah, it was south here today too.
Mm.
Yeah, I think for a tournament it's going to be blowing a little bit. I hadn't checked
Yeah.
in a minute, but I think it was like 10 to 13 or 15 or something like that.
Yeah, might as well say double that. That's what they were saying today, 10 to 15. That wind was 25, easily 25.
Mm-hmm.
It was four. It was. I think it was 4 to 9 here today. Probably topped up at 9 at about 10:30, but we did have a 15-mile-an-hour gust. That don't help on Conroe.
Terry, I was supposed to call you today. My client today wanted your number. He want to talk to you about that torch system you're running.
Okay.
What is it? What is it called?
All aboard, Marine.
Oh yeah, All Aboard Marine. I couldn't think. I was trying to think of it, but I couldn't think of the name of it.
Mm-hmm.
What do y'all think about that Gorman pole?
I really want it. I don't want to pay the money for it, but I want it though. And I
It's
know that.
expensive.
But if I get it, y'all already got the Garmin trolling motor. So y'all would just be paying the $1,500 to sync it with your trolling motor. I got to get the trolling motor, and then I got to pay $1,500 to get
Man,
that.
just don't get it. Just put it in the
Yeah,
in the
Terry,
cart and
come
don't
on,
get it,
man.
man. Stop playing around.
Yeah, quit playing, Terry.
Clint. They want me to work 100 hours like you, man.
I'm still running Minn Kota.
You know,
Good Lord.
I entertained it. I thought about it, but I'm like, it's just not my style. But it would be. I mean, use it. There's I don't know. I think it would be really nice, especially if you were going to go out there and do a little brush pile fishing, park the boat, and have it locked on the brush piles. For I think there's some. It could be a good tool. I'm just so
You can,
used to the way we do it now. You know what I mean? I don't
yeah.
know if it's worth $3,000.
Is it worth? Do you think it's even less worth the $3,000 since you dual it up with the perspective mode plus the standard forward facing all simultaneously, JJ?
I mean that's kind of where I'm at with it because I like my setup. I think it's pretty efficient, and would it be nice to have a couple people sitting up there and me kind of standing behind them or something with my remote? Put it on spot lock, keep the two people are fishing instead of one off the last scope. You know what I mean? And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that probably would be, but then you got problems with tangles and everything else. So it's one or the other.
Yeah.
I think it's a good tool. I just don't think I had need for it. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah, I think
It's
there's more to
definitely
come with that.
it's definitely versatile. So I mean, just for me having the tour, like it gives you the ability. I mean, it allows you to fish for the seasons, right? So like in the wintertime, I hardly ever disconnect my transducer from my trolling motor. I'm always synced chasing fish. But during the summertime, you know, I can have a lazy day of fishing in spot lock 20 feet from the pile and just sit there, or spot lock, 20 feet from a bluegill bed and just sit there, and have a lazy day of fishing. The one thing I do like about the Garmin one though, it has that target lock on it. So when your boat turns, you don't have to keep messing with the transducer to turn the transducer to set it back up on the pile. It'll lock on that, and no matter how your boat turns, it's going to stay locked on that pile that you put it on. So for guides, it could be very, very useful for a guide,
On the right
especially if
lake.
you on the right lake. If you're trying to be super efficient, if you fish in limestone, you probably don't even would never use it. Trying to fish, timber and stuff. But on Conroe, where you just fishing brush piles in the summertime, oh my God, it's lovely. The wind
You
is not a factor,
if
you
if
know.
you if you're fishing Lake Houston with you want to take it off your troll boat and throw it in the water.
I mean, yeah, there's a certain times that I could see it beneficial, but
Yep.
Mhm.
It's the conditions. I mean, on the right
Yeah, it's
lake,
the
right
conditions.
time. Yeah.
Take
Yep.
it up
If you,
to take it up to Houston County and just let a tree rip it right off the front of your boat for you.
yep. So I never disconnected on lakes like that. But when that wind going crazy, you can sit in, you can nose your boat into the wind and disconnect it and sit down that pile, you know, or hone in on that fish. I use it on fork, you know, during the tournament. If that wind get real bad and I know they sitting on a tree, I can spot lock right there and hit that fish. It has its benefits. Has its benefits.
I mean, I'm not a huge brush pile fisherman. I really not.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna open water it or I'm gonna timber it on most of our lakes. Now,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna pass up a pile that's got fish on it. But if I'm tournament fishing, that's one of the reasons I'm not. I always say I don't like Somerville because it's pile fishing, really.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? And I've never when I go tournament fishing for big fish, it's not that I want to fish piles for them.
Mm-hmm.
Usually timber or open water, you're gonna find your bigger fish. But Somerville, they're buried into that stuff, so it's a little different on how I like the tournament fish. But that's why I know. Oh, you won this time, you won last time. Well, yeah, but I still don't like the lake, right? It's 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 not my style, you know what I mean? But you gotta adapt, and you gotta know the lakes and all that. So you know that, okay, well, I'm going back up here again, so we're back to this style of fishing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've chased
That's what.
plenty of open water fish in Somerville, but my biggest problem with it is they're all like 120s, 130s. You know what I mean? The 2-pounders for some reason want to be hunkered on that brush or laying right on top of it. You know, blended in with. You know, it's just weird for me out there.
Your opinion of not liking a lake and my opinion of not liking a lake totally different.
Well, you like to catch 100 fish a trip. I'm
Not on tournament though.
only after 5 big ones, Clint.
On tournament, I'll dial it back. I've been getting better at dialing it back.
Yeah.
And that day before, I'm finna educate some. You're right. I'm finna educate some.
I mean, that lake, if you want to go catch fish, that lake is phenomenal. They may not be keepers, but you're gonna wear your arm out catching fish. And it's been that way ever since I fished it for quite a few years. You know what I mean? I don't go there a lot, but man, I remember one tournament a long time ago when I first really started getting into it. I found me a few brush piles, some stick ups, and man, I had James as my partner. I was ripping them fish in there. There was like 6, 7 fish flopping on the deck while he's trying to weigh them. You know, he's like, just keep them coming. You know, I swore I caught 160 fish that day, and I got tennis elbow from that crap. And I'm like, man, I ain't doing that no more. Something's got to change. You know, we didn't win or nothing, so I knew something was wrong. But yeah, that lake is phenomenal. There's a lot of fish in it.
Yeah, I want to go to a lake where I don't have to catch 100 fish. I can catch 15, but if all 15 of them over a pound and a half, pound and 3/4, that's the lake I like.
That's
Terry, you need to come. You need to come this spring. We're gonna make a trip. I think all 5 of us. I think all 5 of us should make a trip.
Yeah.
Because
Holler.
Yeah, y'all want to have some fun.
I'm in.
Chance to get 3-pounders and all that. We all gonna talk offline one of these days at a tournament or something. We gonna plan something.
Let's do it.
There's some good lakes out there, and I think we'd have fun. We go rent a cabin, hang out, go out, catch some big fish, just have a good time.
Any of y'all ever fished Cedar Creek?
Had not, but I heard there's a lot there too. It's one of them places I hadn't fished, SK.
Where's it at?
DFW.
Oh, okay.
Man, it seems like they got the better lakes.
And
they got all the lakes up there.
They got them all, yeah.
And study building them.
I moved to the wrong part of Texas. Damn.
And I want to go fish Navarro Mills. I've never fished that one.
We got a couple. We got a couple of comments here. Tommy, just asking how we're doing. Said he came by to hit the thumbs up. Appreciate that, Tommy.
Tommy, we doing wonderful, my friend. We are talking about crappie.
Yeah. And then we've got another one. Man, I can't. I'm gonna just say Mr. Davison, because I don't know how to say this first part of his name, but asking what is your best bait to use? Well, it's the one they eat on any given day. That's my answer.
I do have a favorite color though.
He ain't gonna tell you.
Yeah, I will. It's gray ghost. I love a gray.
Yeah, I mean that's hard.
They always chasing my split shot. Seem like so.
Yeah,
you can't go wrong with a gray, in my opinion. I mean, all fish kind of based in gray anyway.
Sure.
You know,
white and chartreuse is my go-to favorite color.
Yeah,
you can catch them on all lakes around here in Texas, Missouri, Arkansas, Oklahoma. It's just one of them go-to baits for me. I'll speak for SK. He loves a really bright red.
Really bright red.
He calls
That's
it
funny right
he
there.
calls it strawberry. He calls it strawberry. He don't say red, but got him a strawberry stripe on his
You know,
new
I,
boat.
I hate shouting out brush pile jigs, man, because that one jig they got don't have a lick of red on it nowhere. But they call it strawberry this and that. I'm like, where you get strawberry from?
Oh, that was too perfect.
I'll tell you this, that jig has been doing really well on Lake Houston.
Yeah.
They've been chomping on it.
Well,
They got a pink tail,
it's
monkey
every
milk,
jig you use anyway.
huh?
It's every jig you're going to use most of the time anyway. It's a
What you
combo.
mean?
It's a 3-color combo. It's a pink, monkey milk, and chartreuse combo. I mean,
Yep.
it you know,
I'm gonna tell you guys my 5 favorite colors. And the reason I started tying hand ties, bucktails and all that, is because I wanted to fine tune Lake Conroe what colors and I thought, I wanted to try them all out. Seemed to me black and pink was really good for black crappie. For some reason, they would eat black and pink a lot out here on this lake. White and chartreuse, blue and chartreuse, purple and chartreuse, another one. It always seems like there's got to be a little chartreuse in it, like my favorite colors. And then even solid white a lot of times has been really good for me.
yeah. Shad have bright yellow tails,
Yeah.
and I think that's got something to do with it.
Sometimes I'll throw an oddball color on there that I never used, and they'll tear the snot out of it. It's like,
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, I read a lot of Mike Boland's post, and he's always doing really well with that black and short. And just like all of the colors you just meant, well, except for the all white, everything you mentioned is a high contrast color.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's a high contrast jig. High contrast has just not been working for me.
No.
On the when I mention black, I'm using just a plain unpainted head. When I mention green, it's just my client today. We used that green here today. He's like, man, this jig is so simple. Why they eat it like that? Man, I don't know. They and even on Lake Houston, that green's been, and which I'm talking about, just a plain lead head.
Yep.
Now I will say that pink and that green does really well.
Electric chicken.
Huh?
Electric chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying, like a pink head, green body.
Yeah, that color combination.
Yeah, but the combination is electric chicken.
Yeah.
And that's another really good, even electric chicken here on Somerville is another good one. We didn't try it today because, we just didn't need it. But blue and white, the blue and white jig I've been using, some of them I do with the painted silver head, but most of them are just plain Jane lead head. And I, for years, I still got two boxes stacked with jigs, hand ties. Every last one, I'm not gonna say every last one, but a whole bunch of them got painted heads.
Yeah.
And I used to use painted heads a lot, but here lately, man, it's just been lead head. And they seem to like it.
Yeah, my last trip on Conroe, like I said, it was about probably 3 weeks ago. Gold was the only thing I could really get them to hit good.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a plastic, one of my old plastics I had in there, just like a little shad body, like a Bobby Garland, little whatever they call them, a lot of.
What size?
I'm gonna say it's probably a 2-inch bait, and that's what they wanted. I tried all my favorite hand ties. I was changing, and swapping poles, and I was doing it all, you know. And I'm like, man, these fish are being something.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, all right, let's get into the box of plastics and let's just start toying around. And man, I put that gold on there, and that was key.
One of the last times I was out on Houston, I ended up chasing down suspended fish, and what had been working stopped working, and I reached into I got a bag of just, if I'm changing soft plastics, I just got a random bag that I'll, if they work for a little while and then stop working, I'll just throw them in that bag so I don't go reorganize, I'm just trying to go fast. So I pulled up my kaleidoscope bag, if you will. It was just all kind of different colors in there. And I pulled one out. It's a 2-inch, it's clear, but it's got metallic gold flakes in it. And they were destroying it.
Yeah.
And so yeah, there's it does work. Gold works.
Yeah, this was a gold, transparent gold, and I believe it had blue flakes in it.
Okay.
Yep. Just funny what they want sometimes.
Yeah. Or what they'll want and then stop wanting.
Oh yeah.
All of a sudden they just won't eat it anymore.
Hey, I'm seeing that big time, and it's always been the case, man. Lake Houston has been, if you can go to Lake Houston consistently catch crappie, they will show you, they will tell you. And I've always seen, if I get there early morning, you're gonna go through 3 phases: the morning bite, when the sun come up bite, and the midday bite.
Yep.
You're gonna have to make a change each time. It's so rare that you go there, and even on Conroe, I mean, it's just like here on Somerville this morning. We played around, had fish turn away, and I was like, you know what? All of this fresh water, let me put a pearl or white on it. I had a pearl laying right on the floor, stuck it on the hook, dropped it down there, bam, bam, bam. And next thing you know, the turn away started again. Turn away. So, well, it's that time. Sun popped out for a little bit and went back to change. I said, you know what? Let me try a micro. I had that little blue and white micro laying there, tied it on, started back catching. And next thing you know, they turn away again. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. But, the thing with me is for these lakes down here, you got to really be dedicated to the cause to consistently catch crappie. And I like using that word consistent because it's hard to be consistent downhill.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to say I consistently catch crappie on these lakes down here. It is not easy.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait to see the results. And somebody's gonna find them. Somebody's gonna find an area and gonna find the bait and gonna get on some big fish. I'm willing to bet. But the areas I looked today, I may have seen 2 fish that may have made 1.5 pounds, maybe, and they didn't even bite. Other than that, everything that I've seen has been small. I ain't gonna say small, but they nice filleting fish. They're good guide trip fish. They're 11 and a half, 12-inch fish.
I think there's something to say about it though, SK, right now. If you look at the last Crappie Master stop up on Truman, weights were not that impressive. You know what I mean? You got them guys out there. That lake has some big ones. And all I could think of is, you know what? Kind of what we've been seeing. It's hard to get a big sack right now. But something to do with after that spawn, after they done pushed out, when we went back to Somerville and fished that tournament, I mean, the tournament before I think I had over 8 pounds. And then I couldn't barely do anything. I had 6.5 pounds the next time. It's like, wow, where did all the big ones go? I don't think it's just here either.
Yeah.
No, there's Tommy. Tommy just commented something. Says he's basically dealing with the same thing in Kansas.
Yep.
No consistent pattern, and yeah, big ones are in the mud under the trees. I think them big ones dig tunnels. I'm starting to buy into SK's theory is they just dig down in the mud. And I've seen it before where I'm targeting fish and they're I'll see I guess you'd call them filleters, eaters at the top of the pile, and then drop down a little bit lower, and sure enough, the big fish are just buried down in and all the way at the bottom of the structure.
They keep us on our toes, gentlemen.
Yes,
I
they
wouldn't
do.
chase them if they wasn't this
That-
hard headed.
That's right.
I enjoy it. Well, y'all, I've had a extremely long day
Oh, I hear you.
and an extremely long yesterday. After I dropped my clients off, you know, at 7:30, 8 o'clock, I knew I was going to have to reschedule that trip just by what was going on the boat and the way the fish were acting. I knew I was. But I was like, you know what? Let me just move around. So I fished, I don't know, 10 or 12 different areas. And I could, all right, let me see the rod. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Cast out there, boom, fish bite. So that's what I need you to do right there. Hand the rod back to him, and he just couldn't do it. So on Conroe, JJ, I know you. I think you got a trip tomorrow, right?
Yeah. Yep.
So if I mean, you'll see it. You'll see it, man. Those fish they're wanting really slow. I'm talking about slow. It may be different with the minnows, but I'm willing to bet it's probably going to be about if they're doing the same thing that they were doing yesterday. Man, you got to take it away from them so slow.
Yeah.
So you may want to watch. Hey, clients, look at that.
Oh, for sure. And what's slow for us is a different speed for them.
Right. Yep.
We know how much we pay attention to detail. We try to keep it very consistent. We know what we need to do. We just got to share that with them and get them to be on the same page. So
Yep.
it's hard to do sometimes.
Yeah, my clients from yesterday, you say he fished with you once.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I forget his name though. I don't remember his name.
Huh. That's cool.
Yeah, he used to fish with Fred and JE also. So he's been with a lot of guys.
Oh, I think I know. Okay. For sure. Yeah, he does. He does. He goes and fishes with a bunch of different guides for sure.
Yeah.
And hey, that more power to people that do that.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna pick something up different from each one of us.
Yeah.
It's only gonna make you a better angler.
You're telling my secrets now. All these guys, these big competitive guys that just trying to beat, they're all guiding. You got a chance to get on the boat. Cost you a little bit of money, but you got a chance to get right on the same boat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's a fact.
Yeah, my client today, he got a boat, live scope, all of it. And he's did several trips. He's a new boat owner. He probably got it a year ago, but he's did several trips with me. And today he was, it's like I told us, man, me and you've talked about this exact same thing on several trips of how to get the jig to him. And, the wind was horrible today. And it's like I told us, man, you got to get that jig down there quick because the boat's going to move. The wind's going to cause the angle to change, all of that. You got to get that. When you see that fish, you got right now, get that jig down there. Go.
Yep.
And it's just a bunch of things that we talked about today. And it's like I told you, oh man, excuse me. Oh, I gotta tell you, I had me some fresh, never frozen. I went back out after I got rid of them. I fried me maybe some crappie, fresh, never frozen crappie tacos. I just finished eating them.
Nice.
And the crazy thing is, I forgot my daggone seasoning at home. I couldn't even turn it red.
Yeah.
But we were talking. It's like, man, there's so many little bitty fine details that will entice these fish to eat.
Yep.
And it's really tough to It's like I told us, man. I'll shut up if you don't want me to tell you, because I know it sounds minute, but it means something.
Yep.
It's just like when you got a fish engaged. 99.5% of the time, if you stop that jig, the fish gonna turn away.
Oh yeah.
There is a rare occasion where you got to raise it and stop it. Rare. Joey, I know you remember that trip.
Mm-hmm.
There's a rare occasion where you got to do that, and they will come and smack it. But it don't happen often.
No.
Today, he had a fish engaged, and he just dropped the jig back beneath the fish. Don't you know that fish went down and still hit the jig?
Wow.
No.
And I looked at him and said, hey, man, I always tell you, there's nothing written in concrete with these fish. But at the same time, there are so many things that you do have to do, the little fine details that help you catch fish. But there's no understanding these fish. I'm telling you, there is. If you'll go crazy saying it, thinking that you can understand them, you can't.
No, we ain't never gonna figure them out.
No,
but we gonna keep trying as long as we can.
That's right. That's where the fun come in at.
That's right.
Yeah, I agree. Y'all, I'm about. If y'all don't have nothing else, hey, if you want, I'll just turn my camera off. Y'all keep on talking, but I'm about to fall over dead over here.
We're good.
Me too. I got 3 days of hard fishing and all that in front of me, so I need to go get some kind of rest.
Yeah. Get ready for Somerville. Yeah, get ready for Somerville Saturday.
Oh yeah, I'll be there.
You coming?
No, sir. I got to work, man.
Daggone it, Joey.
I know.
It's me and my son running for the next several days. My wife and daughter are going out of town.
Well, bring him.
Yeah, he ain't gonna go for that.
Oh, really? Okay.
No,
okay.
He's a little too young still.
I know JJ coming. How about you, Terry?
I'm thinking about it.
No.
Man, you always be thinking about it, Terry. Come on, come show off that new rap.
Man,
you not going out of town for the 80th time, so you gotta come. Hey,
I see y'all on.
Go ahead.
I see y'all on.
Great.
There you go.
Awesome.
That's what I'm talking about.
So for everybody that may watch this or whatever, we gonna have the Lake Somerville tournament this coming Saturday. I think push off's 6 o'clock. I think he said, right?
Yeah, I think it's 6 to 1.
6 to 1. Yeah. It's time for that change because it's been getting hot.
Oh yeah.
And also next month, July the 18th, right?
Yeah.
July the 18th, we're gonna try to do a pretty good sized tournament on Lake Limestone. And from the reports that I'm seeing from up there, that the lake is high right now. So it's been a little tough here right now, but the bite has been. They still catching good fish. The bite has been phenomenal up there. So it's a good lake to go and fish.
It's a great lake.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one of the lakes where your first time there, you can go and limit out.
I did.
Yep, me too.
And it was big fish. Took me
And
forever.
I'm gonna tell you, they
Fish,
some fine
they're
eating fish
thick.
too.
Yeah, fat, thick fillets up there.
And on top of that, we're gonna do a fish fry that Friday night.
I'll be in
Yeah.
Colorado. I'm jealous. I'm sad I'm missing this one.
Oh, you're not coming?
I'll be in Colorado.
Oh, that's what you did say
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
We'll make sure and send some pictures of that red fish.
I appreciate it. I'll send you pictures of 55 degrees too.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll be even.
Yeah. Guys, I'm done.
All
I
right.
appreciate y'all coming on today, man. I'm tell you, it's been hectic on my end. I'm not gonna list the little problems that I've been having, but I've been having to bust my tail. So it's just like my trip for today. I thought I was gonna have time to sit there and do my report, and next thing you know, I was like, man, I'm going to do me some recon. I know the wind's howling. I'm going to look. Never did find what I was looking for. It's like I say, I seen 2 fish that may have been a pound and a half. That's it, and couldn't make them bite.
Wow.
So,
Well, it ought to be interesting Saturday anyway.
it'll be the same for everybody. I seen 2 guys that were crappie fishing today. I hadn't been on Facebook yet to see their post, but from what I heard from the people talking at the marina, they were saying that nobody had what I had, what we had.
Yeah.
So, and we did okay. So,
All right. Well, I'm gonna go get some sleep. Get ready for
Peace, y'all.
tomorrow.
Good luck to y'all.
Appreciate it.
like we always say, we'll see y'all next week. Well, I can't say same time, but it's gonna be the same flavor.
There you go.
There you go.
All right.
I
Later,
got all
guys.
the end button right here.